So I'm the president of the Identity Youth and also the World Youth Parliament here in the United States. And there are many parliaments, the national parliaments and international parliaments, and many of them are kind of active in a sense of that they try to influence politicians or specific agencies, and therefore they have to go out and spread their message, try to get the politicians or the people on board with them, try to convince them, try to, for example, like if they want to change legislation, no, they have to go to the politicians and lobby and so on. But World Youth Parliament, Identity Youth's World Youth Parliament is different in the sense that it's really changing the world by changing myself. So, for example, how do we change family life? It's not so much by passing a law or something like that, but by becoming a good father or a good mother, a good husband. When I become that, then I'm already changing at least one family. And those people who know me also will be changed and inspired by my example. So it's really about that. That if I want to, if I my church, for example, again, I have to be active. It's not just to go and complain about my church or whatever or something like that, but being active in my church, trying to live out the faith and so
on. Oh yeah, this was me. Another big thing, I guess, is just creating community. For example, she just mentioned earlier that one of the reasons that she was drawn to come and join us was that she just saw just how connected we were, the family environment that we had, how everyone just felt so comfortable in, and the togetherness. And there's a lot of things that we do that are like that. I mean, for example, there's the Easter dinner. And Easter got together, dressed up formally. We all brought food, and we shared that meal, and then we served one another our food. So there was just really this real strong connection built. These people like brothers and sisters. So that's really it. And then doing things like that. I mean, there's also even just getting together to watch movies and maybe discussing those movies and things of that nature. And by that, you're already changing the world, because by building those strong bonds, other people will witness that and be like, whoa, I want that too, and they may join you or they may try to mimic you in what they're doing. Yeah.
So one thing that I noticed is that when I had a Skype meeting with all of you, that you guys were already together, really comfortable with one another. You all go to the same school, so that's great. You already have that kind of community. But now what we want to do together is come together to live out those values that you see in the Magna Carta. And when you live out those values, it's not something that you just want to keep within yourselves, but you want to go out and share it with others. And that's what going out and sharing the values is all about, because the values aren't meant just for myself, but they're meant to be shared with others. So for example, here in New York, what we do is that we meet with young people, we give back to our community, we offer our time, our effort, our energy to teach even young people values. Like we have a group called Identity Youth here in New York, and some of us here are actually like counselors, professors, where we teach the young people these values, so we don't keep it just with ourselves. Another thing that we do is that I started a club at Lehman College, the college that I attend here in New York, and we're sharing those values with college students. So we have like movies that we show, we have different kinds of events where we share these values with young people. And another thing is like in Ecuador, because we have, of course, we're a World Youth Parliament. So the World Youth Parliament in Ecuador, they actually have something called Misión Ecuador, where they go out on missions to go to their local communities and people that are maybe like marginalized. They actually go there and give their time and effort to teach them like how to take care of themselves, how to be like to keep hygiene and different kinds of things that are really essential. And they actually live with them too. So it's like just to get a feel of how they are, how their lives are. So it really just, it's important to be creative in this sense. So There are a lot of things that you can do, and you as young people know what the problems are in your community. And if you don't, you go out there and find out what it is that you can do. But together as a community, already living it out yourself first.